You can study master's and doctorate degree in Brazil for free and still get monthly stipend while doing that, as well as having a sure pathway to permanent residency, and why not citizenship. We've come to the third edition of the Gcub International Mobility Program. This is a program that lets Brazilian government universities to issue out scholarships to international students to study master's or doctorate degree in Brazil for free. If you're interested to receive scholarship from the Brazilian government, you can apply now. The call for applications started today, 2nd of May, and will run until the 17th of June 2024. The target is to issue international students scholarship to study master's and doctorate degree in Brazil. And this is for everyone. It covers the 5 continents of the world. So it is not restricted to a particular set of international students. The application is actually free and the application can be done online. It is very easy and straightforward. The next important thing to know about the scholarship is the language. For this scholarship, you have 3 languages that the programs are being offered. It's being offered in Portuguese, Spanish, and English. And majority of the international students want the program to be offered in English. To get to that, you just have to click on the link on the website about this program, and you're gonna find a PDF file that explains everything, the requirements, the steps, and everything you'll be needing. And if you go to 1.1 or 1.51, you're going to see a PDF file with a list of all the Brazilian universities. When you open it up, it's going to show you all the schools that offer scholarship, all the programs, their university websites, and the last column usually is the language column, and there you're going to see the languages. If you want your programs to be offered in English, you look for their language. English in Portuguese is Inglês. So you check the area where you have Inglês. Brazil has 5 regions. So in all the 5 regions, you have public universities. Few of the universities that offer programs in English are in popular big cities. You need to find the program that matches your field of studies. Although you can see some of the programs there in English, Spanish, there's still some few courses under the program that you have in Portuguese. But that is not really a problem because part of the scholarship also entails you studying Portuguese language for free for you to carry on a few other courses. The main application requirements, it's your completion of your degree, undergraduate or master's degree respectively. You should have your certificate and your transcript. The next main requirement is essay. You need 2 essays. You have essay 1, which is a minimum of 1,000 words, and essay 2, which is a minimum of 4,000 words. The first one is usually about academic requirements. It is explained in the PDF file. Then you also have their second essay, which is talking about the thesis that you did for undergraduate or master's. You need to get those 2 in place before you do your application. For each of the universities that you're going to choose, if you choose 5 universities, you should have 5 sets of essays. The next thing is the application form. The application form entails 6 different parts. The first part, usually you have to fill in your personal information. The second part is for you to fill in the language requirement. If your program is in English, you can choose English and say the level at which you are. You don't need to prove it because that will be done during their processing time. For the language, there's A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. Now when we talk about A1 and A2, it's for basic level. B1 and B2 is for intermediate level, and C1, C2 is the advanced level. The third part of the application form is talking about your educational requirements. You need to upload your certificate and your transcript. The fourth part of the application talks about professional experience. So if you have any professional experience or internship before that's related to the course that you're applying to, you can fill it there. The fifth part talks about the universities that you need to choose. The good thing about this program is that you can apply for 5 different universities at once. So this is a joint application. You can choose up to 5 universities. So for each of the universities, you're going to put the name and you're going to put your essay 1 and 2 that you wrote for each of their universities. All right, that is why it's very important for you to choose a program that is similar for all the universities that you're choosing. For example, if I want to choose engineering, if there was engineering in the application, then I'll just choose the same engineering for all my universities so that the essay 1 and essay 2 should be similar, although it has to be like different essays depending on the different programs that you're applying for. I want to talk about what their scholarship entails. First thing, the scholarship entails tuition, but we all know that in Brazil, all public universities are actually free, but the Portuguese language course is always paid for. So if you're on scholarship, it also covers the language course. It also covers monthly stipend with a minimum amount of approximately 2,500 reals up to 3,500 reals for a doctorate degree. This amount is being paid monthly and it covers the period of studies, 24 months for masters and 48 months for PhD. This money is reasonable for a single person to rent out your accommodation, transportation, and all of that. You can also get discounts if you're a student using the public transportation in Brazil. That's also a good one. Another benefit is that you can travel with your family if you want at the time of application for your visa or after you arrive, which is also good. When you finish your studies, you can easily get residency, and this is a good pathway for you to make Brazil your second home. Let's talk about the processing time. There is a calendar that is being followed. This application is going to start from now until when the results will be published. It's a step-by-step process. You have the application, evaluation of documents, interviews, and then you have final evaluation. Then you have publication of results. It starts in May, but the results are usually being published or is going to be published in September of this year, and studies will start in 2025. That is why it's called Gcub-Mob 2025. After the results in September, you can have maximum time to do your processing of your visa in preparation to start school in February or March of 2025. The good thing about this program also is that if you're being admitted into this program, then it is very obvious that you're going to get the visa. This is because your visa is going to be approved by the Brazilian government. The processing of the visa takes a short time, as short as 5 working days. Every other detailed thing that you need to know about this program is found on their website. I'm going to leave the link of the general website in the description section, as well as I'm also going to leave the link of the application form. Their website is in Portuguese, Spanish, and English, so you can choose the language that is best for you. You just look at the top right of the page and you're going to see their different languages. It is also very important for you to apply early. The earlier you apply, the easier it is for them to access your file, because majority of the times in Brazil there's always a queue. So if you apply early, then you're going to be in front of the queue. I've done a video for edition 1 where I explained everything about the program. I did a video for edition 2 where there was an update of the list of universities that you could apply. Edition 3 is the same thing as edition 2. I've also done a live video with a PhD scholar for this program, and he answered many questions about after you get the results, as well as the preparation, as well as life in Brazil as a scholar. If you're interested in the program and you really want to study abroad for free, why not?